So we shall start with important SAQs of this chapter. Weightage of this chapter is 4 marks. You get 1 SAQ from this chapter. Let us take the first question. This is very important. Prove that sine inverse of 4 by 5 plus sine inverse of 7 by 25 is equal to sine inverse of 117 by 125. So this is the question, very important. Weightage of this chapter is 4 marks. 1 SAQ will be asked from this chapter. So let sine inverse of 4 by 5 equals to A. And sine inverse of 7 by 25 equals to B. So if I take sine inverse to the other side, we get sine A equals to 4 by 5. And over here, if I take sine inverse to the other side, we get sine B equals to 7 by 25. Now for both A and B, we draw different figures. Suppose if this is A, sine A, we know that it is opposite by hypotenuse. So if opposite side is 4 and hypotenuse is 5, then adjacent will be 3 by Pythagoras theorem. The same way, if we take B over here, and sine theta is again opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite side is 7 and hypotenuse is 25. So in this case, the adjacent side will be 24 by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, how did we get 24? 25 square minus 7 square. So 25 square is 625 minus 49 is 576. Square root of 576 is 24. So that is how we have found the other side by using Pythagoras theorem. Now after getting the triangles and all the three sides, we will take on the right hand side you have sine inverse. So we will take sine A plus B formula. What is sine A plus B? Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Now sine A is 4 by 5. And from the first figure, what is cos A? Cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse, that is 3 by 5. And from the second figure, what is cos B? Again adjacent by hypotenuse, that is 24 by 25. So cos B is 24 by 25 plus cos A is 3 by 5 and sin B is 7 by 25. So if we multiply 24 into 4 is 96 by 125 plus 21 by 125. Denominators are same, add the numerators. So 96 plus 21 is 117 by 125. This is the value of sin A plus B. Now we got sin A plus B as 117 by 125. If I take sin that side, we will get A plus B equals sin inverse 117 by 125. Now initially what did we take A as? We took A as sin inverse 4 by 5 and B as sin inverse 7 by 25. That is equal to sin inverse 117 by 125. This is the result. Hence proved. Now take the next question. This question is very important. So again we proceed the same way. We take sin inverse 3 by 5 as A and sin inverse 8 by 17 as B. So if we take sin inverse to the other side, we get sin A equals to 3 by 5 and sin B equals to 8 by 17. Now if we draw the figure, if this is A, sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. So this is opposite and this is hypotenuse. So the third side will be 4 because 3, 4 and 5 make a Pythagorean triplet. Now if I take this right angle triangle, this as B, again sine we take it as opposite by hypotenuse. So this is 8, this is 17. So how to find the third side? 17 square is 289 minus 8 square is 64. So this is 225 and square root of 225 is 15. So this side is 15. Now after getting A and B, we will find cos A and cos B also. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. So that is 4 by 5. And over here cos B is again adjacent by hypotenuse, 15 by 17. Now on the right hand side you have cos inverse. So we will take cos A plus B formula. So from trigonometry, what is cos A plus B formula? Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now substitute the values. Cos A is 4 by 5, cos B is 15 by 17, minus sin A is 3 by 5, sin B is 8 by 17. 4 into 15 is 60, by 5 into 17 is 85, minus 24 by 85. 60 minus 24 is 36 by 85. So you got cos A plus B value as 36 by 85. So cos, if I take that side, we get A plus B equals to cos inverse of 36 by 85. Now what is A? Initially we have taken A as sine inverse 3 by 5 and B as sine inverse 8 by 17. So right hand side is cos inverse 36 by 85, hence proved. Now take the third question. Prove that sine inverse 3 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13 equals cos inverse 33 by 65. Here also we proceed the same way. We take first term as A and second term as B. So let sine inverse 3 by 5 equals A. So sine A is 3 by 5. Then cos inverse 12 by 13 is B. So cos B is 12 by 13. Now for the first one we take a figure. This is A. Then sine is opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is 3, hypotenuse is 5. So ultimately the third side will be 4. Now we take the other triangle for B. But here cos B is given. Cos means adjacent by hypotenuse. So adjacent is 12. This is 13. Now how to find out the third side? 13 square minus 12 square. 13 square is 169 minus 144. That is 25. Take the square root of 25. That becomes 5. So the third side is 5. This is the way of finding the third side. Now after getting all the values, for A, sin A is given. Now let us find out cos A. Cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse. So 4 by 5. And for the second figure, cos B is given. So we need to find out sin B. Sin is opposite by hypotenuse. 5 by 13. Now after getting all the values, we take cos A plus B because right hand side you have cos inverse. So we will take cos A plus B. Formula is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So cos A is 4 by 5. Cos B is 12 by 13 minus sin A is 3 by 5 and sin B is 5 by 13. 4 into 12 is 48 by 5 into 13 is 65 minus 15 by 65. 48 minus 15 is 33 by 65. So we got cos A plus B equals 33 by 65 we got. Now we take cos that side. So we get, so what do we get? A plus B equals cos inverse 33 by 65. Now in the beginning we have assumed A and B as some values, right? So we need to substitute it. A is sine inverse of 3 by 5 plus B is cos inverse of 12 by 13. That is equal to cos inverse of 33 by 65. Hence proved. Now take the next question. This is also important. Show that cot of sine inverse root over 13 by 17 equals sine of tan inverse 2 by 3. This problem is a bit different one, not like the previous 3 questions. So how do we proceed here? Let sine inverse root over 13 by 17 equals to A. Then if I take sine inverse that side, sine A will become root over 13 by 17. Now, we will find cot A value. What is cot A formula? Root over cosecant square A minus 1. This is from trigonometric identities. If I substitute it, now see here sin A is root 13 by 17. So, cosec A will be root 17 by 13. Cosec is reciprocal of sine and its square will be 17 by 3. 17 by 13 minus 1. Now if you take the LCM, 17 minus 13 by 13. That is root 4 by 13. Root 4 is 2. 2 by root 13. So we got cot A value. Now let us say tan inverse 2 by 3 equals to B. Then if I take tan inverse to the other side, we get tan B equals to 2 by 3. Therefore, what is sin B? Sin B is, see, if tan B is 2 by 13, then tan is opposite by adjacent. So this is 2 and this is 3. So the hypotenuse will be root over 2 square plus 3 square. So that is root 13. So we get this as root 13. So what is sin B? Sin is opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is 2 by root 13. This is how we got sin B. Now we got cot A equals 2 by root 13 we got. But what did we assume A as? We assumed A as sin inverse root over 13 by 17. That is 2 by root 13. And also we got sin B, we got it as 2 by root 13. So sine of, what did we assume B as? Tan inverse 2 by 3. That is 2 by root 13. So let's say this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So from 1 and 2 you can see both are equal. So we can equate the LHS part. Cot of sine inverse root 13 by 17 equals to sine of tan inverse 2 by 3. Hence proved.